when everything shattered. I'm sitting in the kitchen right now, 3 in the morning. The kids are asleep. She's sleeping too. In the bedroom we once chose together, where our plans were born, where I kissed her forehead every morning before work. 16 years. 16 years we were together. We met as students. She was studying psychology, I was studying economics. I remember that day in the library when she asked me to reach a book from the top shelf. She smiled in a way that made me forget why I'd come there in the first place. We built everything together. Our first apartment, a tiny studio where we slept on a mattress on the floor because we couldn't afford a bed frame. Our wedding, modest but genuine, surrounded by only our closest family. Maxim's birth. I held her hand, and when I heard our son's first cry, I felt like I'd become a different person. Then came Sophia, 2 little angels who became the center of our universe. I worked a lot. Too much, probably. I wanted to give them everything. A good house, vacations, education. She sometimes said she missed having me around more, but I thought she understood. I thought she saw how hard I was trying for us. 3 months ago, something changed. She started looking at her phone differently, quickly, hiding the screen. She began meeting friends more often, bought new lingerie. I noticed, but didn't want to believe it. I told myself it was paranoia, that I was tired, that everything was fine. And then came that evening. She forgot her phone on the table when she went to bathe Sophia. A message lit up the screen. "Can't wait for tomorrow. Miss you so much." With a heart emoji from a man I didn't know. My hands were shaking when I picked up the phone. I didn't want to look. I prayed to God that it was something else, something harmless. But I looked. Months of correspondence, photos, words she used to say to me. When she came back from the bathroom with wet Sophia in her arms, I just silently showed her the screen. I watched her face turn white, watched the smile drop. "I can explain everything," she said. But what is there to explain? I'd read those messages. I'd seen the dates. When she was supposedly at a work conference. When she was supposedly celebrating a friend's birthday. We talked all night. Or rather, she talked while I listened, feeling something inside me die with every word. She said she felt lonely, that I'd become a stranger to her, that he, her colleague, listened to her, understood her, was there for her. And where was I? I wanted to scream. I was working. For you, for the kids, for this house. But I didn't scream. I just sat there looking at the woman I loved more than life itself, and I didn't recognize her. The worst part is the kids. Maxim is 9 years old. He feels everything. He asks why daddy sleeps on the couch, why mommy cries. Sophia is only 5. She doesn't understand yet, but she senses the tension, becomes anxious, fussy. I don't know what to do. Friends say, divorce her, don't let yourself be treated this way. Parents say, think about the children, try to save the family. She says she's ended everything, that she's ready to do anything to earn back my trust, that she'll go to therapy, that she loves me, and me. I just don't know if you can repair what's been shattered. I look at her, and I see that girl from the library, the mother of my children, the woman I wanted to grow old with. But at the same time, I see a stranger capable of doing this. What hurts most isn't the betrayal itself. It's the realization that all that time when I thought we were walking through life together, she was somewhere else, with someone else. It hurts that I didn't notice when she started drifting away, didn't notice when my love stopped being enough. It hurts that when I look at our photos, the wedding, the kids' births, vacations, I now don't know what was real and what was performance. She smiled in those photos, hugged me, said, "I love you," and then wrote those same words to him. The thing about betrayal is that it doesn't just destroy your present, it rewrites your past. Every memory is now contaminated. Was she thinking of him when we celebrated our anniversary last year? When we made love? Was she comparing? I've started obsessing over the timeline, going through our calendar, matching dates in those messages to our life. March 15th. I came home late from a business trip, exhausted, and she seemed distant. I thought she was just tired, but that was 3 days after their first kiss. She'd already crossed that line, and I was completely oblivious. April 22nd, our son's birthday party. I have videos from that day. She's laughing, cutting cake, organizing games. That night, we cleaned up together. She seemed happy, relaxed. I remember thinking how lucky I was, but she'd texted him that morning. "Wish you were here," is what she wrote. How do you make sense of a person who can compartmentalize like that? Be a loving mother at 3 p.m. and someone's affair partner at 11 p.m. Questions I want to ask, but also don't want the answers to. Did you ever think about me when you were with him? Did you feel guilty? When did you stop wearing your wedding ring during your meetings? Did he know about me, about the kids? Was I really that absent? Was I really that blind? The psychologist I started seeing says these questions are natural, but potentially destructive. She says I'm looking for logic in something that was fundamentally about emotions. She says knowing every detail won't actually help me heal. But how can I move forward when there's this giant black hole in what I thought was my life story? I don't recognize myself anymore. I used to be confident, optimistic, trusting. Now I'm suspicious, anxious, checking her phone whenever I can. I'm that person I used to pity, the paranoid spouse who can't let go. Last week, she came home 20 minutes late. She'd stopped for gas, something completely mundane, but my heart was racing, my palms sweating, and I looked at her with accusation before she even walked through the door. "I have the receipt," she said quietly, pulling it from her purse. "I know what you're thinking. I'm sorry. I should have texted. Is this who I am now? Forever. Everyone wants to know what I'm going to do. My brother thinks I'm weak for not immediately filing for divorce. My mother thinks I'm selfish for even considering breaking up our family. But here's what they don't understand. It's not one decision. It's 1,000 decisions every single day. Do I sleep in our bed tonight or on the couch? Do I kiss her goodbye in the morning or just leave? Do I respond when she texts during the day? Do I eat the dinner she's made? And the bigger questions. Do I try couples therapy, or is that just delaying the inevitable? Do I stay for the kids, or is that teaching them that this is what marriage looks like? Can trust ever really be rebuilt, or is it like a broken vase? Even if you glue it back together, you'll always see the cracks. There are moments when I almost understand how this happened. Not excuse it, but understand. Last Tuesday, I came home at 10 p.m. Again, I'd missed dinner, missed bath time. Maxim had a school presentation he was excited about, and I'd forgotten to ask. Sophia had drawn a picture for me, and it sat on the counter for 3 days before I noticed. I saw the exhaustion in my wife's eyes, heard the edge in her voice when she recounted their days, the tantrums, the homework battles, the solo parenting while I was building our future. But then I remember, she could have talked to me. She could have said she needed more. She could have given me a chance to fix things before blowing up our entire lives. Sophia asked me yesterday why I look sad all the time now. 5 years old, and she's already learned to read pain in her father's face. "Daddy's just tired, sweetheart," I told her. "From work?" she asked, crawling into my lap. "From lots of things." "Is it because you and Mommy had a fight?" Kids sense more than you want them to. We've tried so hard to keep things normal, but they know. Maxim is different. He's angry. His grades have slipped. He's been getting into trouble at school. He slammed his door yesterday for the first time in his life. This is what kills me. They didn't ask for any of this. They deserve better than to grow up in a home filled with tension and whispered arguments. Dawn is breaking outside the window. Soon the kids will wake up. I'll need to make breakfast, smile, pretend everything's normal, go to work, where colleagues know nothing about how my life is falling apart. I still don't know what I'm going to do. Part of me thinks I should leave. Part of me thinks I should stay. Part of me thinks there is no right answer, just different kinds of pain. What I do know, I'm allowed to grieve. To be angry, to not have answers right now. This is my life, my family, my pain. So I'll get up now. I'll make pancakes, Sophia's favorite. I'll help Maxime find his gym shoes. I'll kiss my children and tell them I love them. Because that's the one truth that hasn't been contaminated. One day at a time, one breath at a time. It's all I can do.